Hey guys, welcome back. DreamReaver23 here with another Let's Play episode of Towns. Now this episode, as you can see from the top on my little citizens icon right here, I converted my soldiers back to citizens so I can get them to just pick up a lot of their crap. I also moved my priorities panel to where hauling is right below baking and cooking, so that way they still, maintain having a decent amount of food in there, but they're trying to, fill it in. Get a lot of this work done, I guess you could say. What I wanted to do on this episode was, while they're kind of getting this stuff done, let this go so I can still keep explaining this and you can see what they're doing. But I also kind of wanted to talk about a couple of questions that I get asked a lot. And they range from what I get asked, but big things is like, how can I build up my network? Or how can I build up my subscriber base, my channel? I want to get huge on YouTube, and there's a lot of misconceptions about the right ways to do it. And of course, a siege is coming along right now. Oh, it's just two evil badgers. I think we can take those pretty quick, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to talk about those things, and just good, practices to making sure that you have a good channel, good content coming up, and you're able to maintain, and that's the biggest thing, is being able to maintain. So this episode we will be having the game playing and kind of letting them get caught up with all of this hauling that needs to happen, because there's a whole lot of stuff down here that needs to get upgraded and adjusted. And as you can see, I have a big huge stockpile for raw materials right here, so kind of let them get caught up with this while we're doing on this episode, because right now, they're not able to move forward because of that. So back to the questions. These are questions that I get asked a lot. Hey, how can I build up my channel? Do you have any tips for a new channel starting off? Do you have different, how did you build up your channel and stuff like that? First off, and this is a good explanation, this is a good idea for anybody that's starting off a channel or has started off a channel recently, wants to start off a channel in the future, is there's no instant success out there on YouTube. Yeah, you do see those instant success things, but it's not really instant in a lot of ways. It's planned. If it's a new channel that starts up, and people will say, yeah, but this channel over here, they started up, and within like 3 or 4 weeks, they had, 20,000 subs or 30,000 subs. A lot of those people, this isn't their first channel, and the channels that they had before, they had, a lot of following on that channel, or they had good network. And so that's kind of like that first rule right there, is to network, get the stuff out. And I know Northern Lion kind of covered a lot of this, but I think that he kind of, he did a great explanation, but there are some spots that were left for interpretation. And so my biggest spot is, one is really to network and get your channel up there. Actually, one would be, have good audiovisual stuff, like he was saying. But the networking is really a big key part of there. And a lot of people, your eyes get bigger than your stomachs, for that old saying. And you immediately, I just created a channel, or I'm going to be creating a channel here within the next few days, and boom, first thing they do is ask, hey Dream, I want you to do a parody with me so my channel can get big. I'm going to shoot you down in the first spot. I'm going to say no, because that's not why you need to do parodies. Parodies aren't only made to get a channel big or to get a channel noticed or to get anything, because if you start off a channel, no one's going to go to your channel. They've never seen your channel before. You're not on any of the searches because you don't have any content up in the first place. My constant response to everybody that says that is, hey, I just started up a channel, because I always look, I get a message from you and it says, hey, I want to do a parody with you. I always go to your channel and see what you have. 9 times out of 10, the channel has 0 or 1 subscribers and has no content up there. I don't care how good the song is, I'm not going to do the parody with you, because you have no following. And 9 times out of 10, every single one of those people, they want the video to go up on their channel so they can get their channel huge. I'm sorry guys, it doesn't work that way. There's a lot of work that goes into doing a YouTube channel, and to actually be devoted to it. If you do want to start off, and I'm not saying that networking is bad and trying to reach out to other people is bad. That's not bad. Don't be upset, or don't stop trying to do that. But if you're just starting up a channel, find another channel that has, you know, maybe 50 to 100 subscribers or 150 subscribers. Somebody that's still got a lower subscriber base that does the same kind of stuff as you do. And if it's Minecraft videos, then, you know, contact them, not a cold contact. Start commenting on their videos. Start, you know, talking to them and try to build up a rapport. It's just like you do in customer service or sales or anything like that. You have to build up a rapport. You have to actually get to know them before you just throw an email to them saying, hey, do you want to work together and do this stuff? They don't know you. It's a perfect stranger. They have no idea who you are. Send them, you know, messages, send them comments about their videos, you know, thumbs up their videos, share their videos so that they can actually say, hey, this guy's actually really supporting me. And they start to recognize you because they see that you always comment on their videos. You leave them good comments, you know, good critiques saying, hey, you know, did you try this or did you try that? Like stuff that actually makes them think. And then say, you know, I do the same games. Maybe sometime would you like to play? You know, you can record it and put it up on your channel and try to get this, you know, get this working rapport that you can do with somebody. And, you know, there are a few channels out there that I've seen that are smaller channels that they both do the videos. One of them records on their computer, one of them records on the other, and they both do the commentary so they can hear each other and the things, but they both put them up on separate channels. And it's actually pretty cool watching them because you can kind of see what both sides are doing through the whole way. And you can still the commentary, you can still have the commentary going through the same spot. And it's a pretty neat concept. It's a great idea, and both channels are able to benefit from it with subscribers and comments and channel views. That's honestly the biggest thing. If you're a channel that's got 3 subscribers and you've only been, you know, a channel, you've only had this channel created for a week or a month, and you try to go to somebody like SGC Barbarian or me or Minecraft for Met or, you know, any of these other, you know, still smaller channels on YouTube. Barbarian's actually doing freaking great. He's up to 90,000 subs almost. But I mean, if you go, we're still a smaller channel whenever you look at the big picture of, you know, the million subs or the 2 million subs channels or the 500,000 sub channels or 180,000 sub channels. We're still rather smaller. If you go to us and you say, hey, first off the bat, perfect stranger, never met you, and you send us a message saying, I want to do a video with you, or let's do a commentary, or let's do a duocom, or let's do a whatever, I'm going to say, I have no idea who you are. I have tons of people that I've worked with in the past that, you know, wanting to do stuff like this, you know, I'd rather work with them instead of somebody that I have no idea who they are. So that's a big, huge part of it right there. Everything else, you know, having good audio-visual equipment, that's great. More and more people are starting to get good audio-visual equipment for their Let's Plays, for the recording of games and stuff like that. It is, you know, becoming more of an actual mass market that people are starting to try to get into. But networking is a big, big part of it. Look at it this way. If you start to go and really network yourself with other channels, even as a small channel starting off, you know, just starting off a channel, and you find another channel, the guy's got 10, 15 subscribers, and you start working with him, he might gain some more subscribers, but those, you know, 10 or 15 subscribers, they might say, hey, okay, he's working with this guy, I'll check this out too, and they'll go watch your videos, you'll get subscribers from them. You go work with somebody who's got 50 or 100 subscribers, they're more likely to work with you, and then those subscribers that he has, they might go check out your channel and subscribe to you, so you're gaining more subscribers as well. You know, it's a round robin system, but you can't honestly think that you're going to go to a person that has 100,000 subs and be like, hey, I want to do a video with you. They're not going to give you the time of day. Most of them won't even respond back to your message, you know, honestly. I try to do really well with responding back to everybody and at least telling them, saying, hey, you need to build up your subscriber base, or you need to do this, and try to give tips, you know, on how to do that. But it's just one of those things that you need to do. And I know a lot of people are saying, there's actually been a lot of people that have been messaging me and saying, you know, hey, I was thinking about using this service, this, you know, sub boosting service that basically it's paying for subs. You know, you might get 1,000 subs out of it, but they're not real subs. They're not people that are actually going to watch your videos, and those aren't beneficial to anyone. Because yeah, you might get a sub boost and it might say that you have 1,000 subs, but none of those people are going to watch residually your next video or your video after that subscribe to you, like the little bot subbing programs. You're not going to get any more views on your videos, which is going to hurt you, because then it's going to have like this false, you know, image of what you have out there, It doesn't work. Secondly, I mean, beyond networking and everything like that, is really try to, I know this is, you know, virtual world, this is the internet, you're not actually meeting people, but present yourself as if you were in person meeting that person for the first time. Biggest point of that is if you're sending them a message, if it's somebody that either you want to get tips from or you want to try to work with, present a professional sounding email. I get so many emails from kids, I'm assuming, because nobody ever shows their actual age except for, you know, a few people that are old enough on YouTube, and every word is misspelled. There's completely terrible grammar and punctuation in the whole message. It doesn't make sense in parts. That's terrible in the first place, and that makes me to where I don't even want to read it. Secondly, there's no rapport building in the first place. I've gotten a few emails from people and messages that have been, you know, actually really genuine and come across really well. Hey, I love your channel. You know, you always, this is my, anytime I do a message out to somebody that I want to try to work with, you always impress upon them how you like the channel, what you like about their channel, the things that you've seen that they've done that have been really nice and really beneficial or good towards the subscribers, the fans, and then explaining somewhat of what you do on your channel, not an egotistical explanation, not saying I've done this and this and this and I'm so amazing, but these are some of the things that I do. I see that we have something similar in common. You know, is it possible that either A, you can give me some tips, or B, check out my channel, see what you would suggest that I would do to, you know, improve my channel. And finally, you know, offhand, not for a recording, just offhand say, you know, sometimes maybe would you like to play a game? If it's a person that plays like Call of Duty or Team Fortress 2 or Trouble in Terrorist Town or something like that, hey, maybe would you like to play sometime? You know, I actually meet a lot of people that I do end up having some sort of talking relationship. If anything, a talking relationship is a great relationship to have in this virtual world. I have a lot of people on Skype and on TeamSpeak, on Twitch, on everything, that they actually just talk to me and ask questions. It's you know, a mutual friendship that goes back and forth and a mutual relationship. And with those people, I'm more likely to lend them a hand on recording something for a video or doing, you know, a voiceover. Sorry, I got an email. That's Chewbacca telling me I got an email. Doing a voiceover for them and animations and stuff like that. It's more likely to do those things with somebody that you actually have some sort of rapport built up, somebody that you actually have known for more than an email. It's really beneficial and nice. Let me check what this is from. Here's an example right here. Cold call, never met this person. I was wondering if you do free vocals for songs or if people have to pay you because I'm making an upcoming Minecraft parody and I was wondering if you were interested. You know, I get a lot of parody, and this is one thing, you know, I don't mean to put this guy on the spot, I'm not going to mention the name, but I get 20 to 30 parody requests a day, and a lot of them are straight up rude, and the approaches, it's really rough, you know, and I don't want to be, you know, that ass that's just like turns everybody down. I don't have a big head about myself. I'm not, you know, crazy like, oh, I'm a superstar. I'm not any of that, but there, you do have to have standards in your practice. Honestly, if I did every parody request that would come in each day, I would have no time for anything ever, and you would never see a video from me, just because, you know, 20 to 30 requests a day for parodies is a lot, and they take a lot of work for each parody. So whenever I turn people down, you know, they get upset, and some of them actually respond back extremely rudely whenever I have to turn them down and say, look, you know, I don't have time right now, or I don't have the resources available to do that. I don't have, you know, I have 10 other things that I'm trying to work on, and well, you know, I can't believe you just turned me down, and you know, you don't have to be so mean about it or such an ass about it. And I'm like, in no way am I trying to be mean. I'm trying to genuinely explain why I'm not able to do it. And yeah, no, I've got a lot of people that have really started to think that it's kind of like a requirement that I have to do their parody just because I've done other parodies, you know? I don't know. It's really weird. But I mean, in that same sense, it's one of those things that I guess kind of comes with the territory, you know, putting yourself out there digitally, as it were, you know, putting yourself out there on the world market of the internet. It's rough. You got a lot of stuff that people expect of you just because you're out there, and that's something that should be taken into consideration whenever you're deciding, do I want to, you know, most people, the reason why they want to get famous on YouTube is to make big money, and so all their friends see them up there. The odds of that happening aren't very great, you know. If you look at the mass number of YouTube, not even celebrities, just across YouTube, there's a handful of people, and yeah, it's a big handful, but I mean, it's like 5%, 6% of people across YouTube that have more than 5,000 subs. That's all, out of everybody on YouTube. Like less than 5 or 6% of people out there have more than 5,000 subs. You know, the people that have more than 100,000 subs is like less than 1%. It's not a lot of them whenever that you compare it to the whole mass of subscribers and number of people that are on YouTube. So to put yourself out there, you have to stand out. You have to be doing something that is not the same as what everybody else is doing. Do something that makes yourself stand apart. Do something that makes it to where if you're the only one doing it, awesome. Now the downfall from that part is that if you're the only one doing it, there might not be a lot of other people that have even heard of it. So really trying to get that information out there is kind of key to that as well. But I don't know. It's one of those things that is hit and miss a lot of times, and you just have to figure out what your niche is, what, you know, you can do to make yourself better, and find other people out there that are doing similar things. See what they're doing that's doing great, and don't, you know, copy them, you know, right off the bat, you know, do a carbon copy of what they're doing, but find out what they're doing and say, okay, how could I do that, and how could I do that in my own way that is still efficient and still fun, or is still me. And that's the biggest thing, is be yourself. Anyways, looks like my guys are finished cleaning up all the mess around this area. What's this barrel doing here? Really? Just prepared food barrel just chilling outside here? Awesome. Anyways, guys, I hope you got some information out of that was able to help you. If you like me giving just the tips that I do randomly through here, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up. This was more just a let them clean up everything episode, and so we can get moving forward with this. Why haven't you guys made this over here? Why not? Anyways, guys, make sure you join me next time when we will start moving forward a bit more on our town here in RapeVille. And until then, I'm DreamWeaver23 saying game happy, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye!